Hello, everyone. My name is Dominic.
Hello. My name is Jamal.
Yes, it is.
And I'm Josh.
Yes, and welcome back to Soul Oasis.
Joshua. Your name is Joshua.
Oh.
Yeah, that is technically my full name. I
Yeah,
tend
my
to go
apologies.
by
My
Josh,
name is not
but
Dominic. My name is Dominic.
Okay.
I call
And
him
that
Dom.
is Jamal Thurston.
See. It's
Yeah.
a mix of Spanish and Italian. So
And if you didn't notice, the reason why I said Soul Oasis instead of Soul Oasis is so that the captions and the transcript don't tick me off. That's about it. Welcome back. We're back on this island. In fact, we never leave. Right? We live here now.
we do live here.
Permanent place of residence is the abandoned place behind us.
Help us.
Yeah.
SOS.
We don't know if it's always been here. We don't know if it is abandoned. We don't know if it was made just for us. But we're going to explore it with the rest of you.
It could be a figment of our imaginations.
We're all delusional, and there is nowhere to go in life. We're all stationary and just imagine elsewise. I meant to say elsewise, but then I
wasn't even going to question it.
Elsewise, I said.
You were on a roll, and I was going to let you ride it out.
Yeah, I got distracted by something over there. All right. Anyway, thank you again for joining us. I hope you've had a wonderful week. Let us know how you've been. Real quick, we're going to do our check-in. But just so that you know, we have a very, very intricate structure today created by Joshua. Yes, indeed. If you catch on to the structure, go ahead and let us know in the comments down below. If you hate structure and we're like, you know what? That was way too organized. I need tangents. Let us know.
I think we're still going to have tangents. I don't think.
I think
No,
most
they
of the
want
tangents
more.
are going to happen in like the welcome thing. Check-in. The
Yeah,
check-in.
yeah.
Yeah,
we'll do
okay,
our
let's
best.
test right now. My week has been okay. How about yours, Jamal?
Just okay?
You know
You
me.
always start off with this just okay stuff.
First off, you have to have a motif every once in a while, okay?
See?
All right, this is my bit that nothing happens because nothing has happened until I truly succeed. And once I truly succeed, things only begin. Nothing truly fully happens. Okay? I need to move forward until I'm dead. And then when I die,
Necromancy.
necromancy. That's what we're about to play Diablo to learn the secrets. You know what we're about to do, okay? I only have 3 goals in life. Raise myself from the dead, become successful, and get tan without getting freckles. Those are the 3 things. Nothing else matters. Not family, not friends,
Whoa.
not the well-being of my neighbors. Those 3 things right there. Thank you so much for your comments on our last video and our shorts. Okay? No, as much as you've requested, I do not plan on becoming the supreme leader of Iran. Yeah, it's just not for me.
I need to read these.
I need to read these comments.
I deleted it.
Crazy.
They
okay.
can never know what direction you're going. I'm saying it here, but maybe I'm throwing you off. I don't want to get hit by a missile. Could be an experience.
They're like, just in case.
Just in case.
Just in case
if
he
you
says
still
yes.
want me to rebel against Sudan, let me know down in the comments below. I think that's where Iran of the Pillars is. Could be. Fund my expedition.
We should probably disclose.
I think that's about. Oh, what were we going to say?
We should probably disclose that me and Jamal are having some nice alcoholic beverages.
Yeah, they are.
Tom is not. This is just him naturally.
Yeah, I'm drinking root beer. Okay, and no root beer was in here. No, it was in here.
Sorry.
I'll think of something funny and let you know.
First off, why did you, Joshua? You're too young to have such an old ringtone.
We have
Is
a
that
house
the
phone.
house
Thank you for
landline?
calling Joshua and Abigail Foster.
Hold on,
Retired
hold on.
She set she set one.
Yes.
Now you know who they are. Search them up on the
Well, you guys already
internet.
knew our names.
Find them. Okay. I will hide their email addresses and their zip code in the comments down below.
Do you
in
even know our
code.
zip
If you
code?
can figure it out,
Oh.
you win their social security numbers. I will make sure of it.
You want my treasure?
The One Piece is real.
All right, I'm going to do my check-in before we get too far.
Forget everything I said past. My week was okay. It was all right. Go ahead, Josh.
Well, now I feel weird. This is it. This weekend is the baby shower.
That's where they shower the baby.
Yep. Not even here yet, but we're gonna shower it with love.
With gifts.
Gold.
Gold. Yes, bring gold. I'll be like, I will keep this for them.
Let's go straight to the college fund.
So, we're excited. Abby's mom is coming into town. Her besties are coming into town. Cool stuff like that. I'm gonna see if I can have like a guy hangout time while they're doing it. Pretty excited about that. Just trying to support her as best I can. Pokemon Champions comes out April 6th, I think.
Whatever that is.
It's like Pokemon Stadium, but on the Switch and mobile device.
Ooh, mobile
So we can
devices.
all play Pokemon together competitively. And they actually made it easy to build competitive Pokemon. I say easy. It's easier. Instead of going on a grand adventure to do it, you just like do a slider. So yeah, I'm excited about that.
Interesting. Very well. Well said.
Was that it? That's
it. That's it.
That's
I
the
was going
week.
to do more, but it was going to create a tangent.
No, that's good. It's cool. I love your week. I'm glad that you had a good week.
Wonderful.
Which was good, correct?
No, I didn't say that.
It
You just said
existed. It existed. I think this weekend's going to be good.
presumptuous.
That's
Jamal.
good. What was wrong with your week?
I feel that certain elements in my job could be easier
Okay.
if people let me do my job. That's all I'll say.
People blocking your way. People that are incompetent.
Not intentionally. I
Are
don't
they
think
like
it's
overstepping your boundaries or like overstepping you?
when I have something handled, they tend to try to add more to it, and I'm like, we are just making this more complicated than it needs to be.
Do they need to be dealt with?
They need love and prayers. Like that's all I'm gonna say.
I respect
Very
that.
well.
There's a lady at my job who she's younger than us, not by a lot, but she's younger than us, and she's not new. She's been there for like 6-7 months, but she has a hard client, and so a lot of the veterans there, they overstep her, and I don't like it because I mean, you wouldn't do that with anybody else, like just because she has a harder case, you think it's okay to like set her rule. Like her client is specific, and I won't go into too much detail, but he has precursors, right?
Yes.
And so his precursors involve like something that's not the norm precursors, right? Like a norm precursor is somebody that's like, or like somebody like might be fidgeting a lot, right?
Yeah.
His precursors are curse words, which is like, it could lead to something else, but not always, like a precursor. So she understands her client very well.
This is why it's important to have a lead.
Exactly.
When you're
And no,
going
the
into
problem
any
is
case.
this was the lead that like overstepped her. And the thing is, she didn't like it because the kid was cursing and the lead was like, everybody get out of the room, clear the room, nah. But she was as soon as everybody left, he was fine. She was like, I don't like it when you do that because I had this. Like he wasn't about to go throw things and go into a tantrum. I told him to do something. He cursed, but he still did it. It wasn't like you had to clear the room for that. And so
my thing there is, and I have a limited understanding of the situation, so take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that be somewhat rewarding that a whole room clear happened because of this? Like you're kind of rewarding that behavior.
See, and to play devil's advocate in a sense, it's like, let's say the kid is cursing, right? Which we don't want our other kids to learn it.
Of
And
course,
I
of
understand.
Absolutely.
To give the code to clear the room is like should be something she does.
Yeah.
Or if you see like him throwing items or something, then yes, say
Yeah.
clear the
You
room.
can't make a
But-
big deal out of that.
Right. Don't overstep her, but also at the same time, if you feel some type of way, then just get your client out of the situation. If it's not detrimental to everybody else. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
don't be like, oh, it's my job to say this for her. Like that's it would really, like you wouldn't do anybody else like that who could stand up for themselves.
Yeah.
You know?
No,
So,
I-
but yeah,
Yeah.
that's just how I felt about that same situation for you. So I'm sorry that if you felt like that. I don't know if you did.
Again, no one's being rude or mean. It's all well-meaning. I think it's just another symptom of what we were talking about a couple weeks ago, that I feel unfulfilled where I'm at, so it makes it feel worse than it actually is.
Let's see. Well, sorry you had to go through that. My week has been pretty eventful also.
I knew you were going to use the word eventful.
Pretty eventful also. Like I had Bible study, which is great.
Good.
Huh?
I said good.
Oh yeah, love Bible study. I've been doing meetings, which is great for my career, which is fantastic. But at work, this is where the greatness comes. My clients are so passive in the sense of I miss having tantrums and stuff. I really miss it. So when other kids have their tantrums, I'm there for it. You know what I mean? Like throw a chair. Like I get excited sometimes just watching it. It's so awesome. But that has been happening a lot in our center this week for some strange reason. But I've been enjoying every moment of it, like kind of like a psychopath. Like I'd be like, "Oh yes, throw
It
a
definitely makes the
table."
time go by faster. when
It
it's,
does, and we have a thing at our clinic where we kind of just like station ourselves, separate ourselves, isolate ourselves from everybody. So it's awesome that I'm like everywhere. You know what I mean? Like I'm the middleman. You want something, you got to go through me before you get there. Like it's awesome. Anyway, it's been amazing because I love chaos. I love it, love it, love it. And my clients have not been giving it to me. So I'm taking it anywhere I can. But my week has been great. My career has been going great. My duties have been going great. Are we doing the little small check-in thing like he suggested last episode or no?
Yeah, so I think what we're going to try to do moving forward is adding on to our check-in how we're doing on a personal project tied to our art.
Yeah.
For me, I'm going to be finally really tackling my novel idea and doing that. So I will try to start having stuff. And if I don't say something about it, people in the comments be like, Josh, what the heck, bro?
Just like that.
Just like that. Yeah. Yeah.
What the heck?
And then I'll be like, no thanks, bro.
What is your project, Jamal? Is it the theater?
It's the theater, but I'm going to break it down into small sections because as somebody who troubles with procrastination and someone who has bad ADHD, I think breaking down to smaller segments helps me out more than anything.
That is actually proven.
So my goal for you all to keep me accountable, I am working on building a team. My next step is to find someone that can help with design. I already have somebody that can help with grant writing, and I have somebody. I'm probably going to find a new person, but the person I have now is helping with financial aspects. But I think that part,
Gonna fire them?
well, it's just that part should come. I think should come last. I think I should have
Build the vision and then find a way to pay for it.
right. That's
Yeah.
what I
Yeah.
think. So if they're willing to stay on the project for longer, then Godspeed be but you. But my next step is to find someone that is a designer that can see what vision I have and implement it into some faction. So a small note is I was going to do proscenium. Now I'm going to do black
Black box.
sea.
I love black boxes. I think they're one of the best forms of theater.
And I don't.
Really?
I
I just
think-
love the intimate feeling of it. It's more
It is
film
intimate.
like.
And I think maybe that will suit your needs.
I think that's what someone said in the meeting.
Yeah, you can. What you could do is the modular black box.
Those are fun too.
So modular black boxes are somewhat new. I mean, they've been around for a while, but the newer ones, like you can have a black box theater similar to the one where you did the show where you did that, but then you can move that stage and it will still be small. You can open up the seating, push it to the wall, and it becomes a small proscenium theater.
We can talk after this. I like that idea.
Okay.
That was
Well,
really
all right.
Good. But yes, someone suggested a black box because it's more closed, it's more versatile. You can do a lot of things with it. So my next step is to find a designer, and I'm going to set a deadline right now for you people. I'm going to give myself realistically, I'm going to say 3 weeks
To find a designer.
Oh, wow.
to find a designer.
You
for
are
this
moving quickly.
Hey,
I
you
wanna
know
have a
what?
vision.
Pressure.
So you want to make this team, even if it's whatever amount out, you want your team actively working towards this.
I want my team actively working for it because I think the hardest step is the financial part. Like like the grant writing and getting a grant approved. I think that's going to be the longest part, and then building it is going to be longer. So if I want this thing done in 3 to 5 years, I need to start now.
Yeah, that's fair. I think something similar. Mine is it's a few things, but I don't want to stop what you're saying. But I'm saying
good.
mine is movie related.
Mhm.
Now I'm still doing my streaming. Check it out sometime this week. I'll be doing Crimson Desert, whatever. And then I'm actually starting the music stuff, which I could have put towards it, but that's going to take certain things out of my control. I'll talk about it later. The movie, I'm doing it's like a 50-part thing. I have to finish writing the first script. And then I told you I found an avenue for pitching this to these people, which I think is important. But before that, speaking of building your team, I think I may either need to start building my team, looking for certain people, but also I think it might be smarter if I just get everything through, then pitch it, then start building the team, because then I can have their, influence to help me find certain people versus me sitting here like, hey, you want to make a movie, random person?
Yeah,
Oh, it goes without saying you guys are going to be proofreading all my stuff.
hope so.
Says you. I can't even read. Yeah. All right, very well.
It's good. I love that we have some goals.
Yes.
My question is going to be for both of you.
Oh.
We talked about a deadline.
Oh.
We talked about setting marks. So I can't ask you for a deadline for sending it out or anything, but I will ask you for a benchmark of when will your next stream be?
My next stream will be this coming week. I think it's on, what's today?
Friday.
I think it's on Monday or Tuesday.
Okay.
Written down somewhere.
Okay.
I'm going to be very generous with myself since there's a certain baby thing happening.
Yes.
I want to have the first draft done by the end of the year.
Okay.
And if I far, surpass that, then awesome. But, I have like a whole series planned out. You guys know about it. The audience doesn't. Well, some of the audience does know, I guess. But I'm gonna start by doing a full outline because I like to really outline stuff. I'm not much of a gardener when it comes to writing. So I want to do an outline, and then I'm gonna start. It's a billion books long because we all know I like to talk. But yeah, no, I'm excited to do it. It's actually a series that I'm writing with my brother. So I'm writing the first part of it, so I really should probably get on that.
Is the outline your first step?
Yes, I want to try to have the outline done by our next podcast, or at least halfway done.
Oh, okay.
That should, if I don't check in with that, you guys need to get on my case.
Okay.
Because doing outlines isn't super hard for me because I know the general gist of where I want to go. I just am very George R. Martinish when it comes to getting things the way I like them to be.
That's good. That's good. We got our marks. We got our marks, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, we're doing it. We're doing it.
Days. We
only 39
Ladies,
episodes in.
And
Right?
everything that
39
won't get us
episodes in?
it's like a can. Joshua,
Yes.
you have selected a comment from our people.
I want to start a new thing of like a to the listeners type thing of where you guys can we pick a comment that we enjoy that's a question for us to ponder.
Excellent.
Really get you guys joined in, and I have one right here. Let me formulate it in a way. It is to all three of us. Tell us your opinions on overpushed sequels for movies. He says these are just his opinion, but the examples he's giving are Jumanji 3, Sonic 4, that's a hot take, Dune Part 3, that's an even hotter take, and Fast and Furious 367.
Okay.
I think the last part was a joke. But basically, to sum it up, he's like, I guess more like, why do we feel like we need to have sequels to things?
So overpushed meaning movies that we, or perhaps just he, don't think need to be made?
Yeah, I guess so. Or like they don't need to be as hyped as they are. I'm just going to lead with saying Dune Part 3 is not overpushed. There is an entire book series to Dune that are great stories. Not everyone loves the continuation stuff, but they are written to be a full story. So Dune Part 3 is just the natural next step. Like you wouldn't skip Return of the King if you're making Lord of the Rings. So I don't count that as overpushed.
Even though there's like 4 more books. And
yes, I don't know if they're going to be doing those, but like this is
not.
the conclusion of the Atreides storyline for a certain character.
Conclusion.
Sonic, I will admit I'm a huge Sonic fan. I'll take as many Sonic movies that they can make that are good. The moment they start
so far.
The moment they suck, I'll start to complain. But thus far, they've knocked it out of the park.
Oh my gosh, the dance scene in the third one was so funny.
Like again, I am not like I still have a couple problems with Jim Carrey, Eggman. However, I really enjoy the Sonic movies. They've been a breath of fresh air. So I don't think Sonic's overpushed. I think Sonic it's a breath of fresh air for nerds and fans because they're actually listening to us and giving the audience what they want instead of what they think we need, which is just a thing of fresh air. Like it could get stale eventually, but I don't think Sonic's overpushed. As for Fast and Furious, I think that's an opinion-based thing. As long as Fast and Furious makes cajillions of dollars, there's going to be sequels. Apparently, we are coming to the end of the series, I believe. I will say,
yes,
Dom got me to watch Fast and Furious, and they're actually pretty good. Like, as long as you go in with like the thought process of this is a series about cars, buff guys, and pretty girls, you're gonna be really surprised, and probably enjoy it. It's over the top and silly, but I think we could do with more over the top and silly. I don't like things taking themselves way. It
doesn't need to be Citizen Kane every movie.
Are they overpushed? Not by their budgets, or what the money they make back. I mean, not their budgets.
Why is it levitating?
Dom is doing black magic over there, apparently. But I mean, it's making money. People want to go see it. So
it's true. This is the last one too, so I don't think it's overpushed. If anything,
Fast and Furious.
Yes.
As for
the last one, dang,
you watched. We watched all the way through. Yeah,
I haven't seen the newest.
He didn't like the newest one.
Which one was that?
The one with
Jason Momoa.
I heard he did a really good job.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or he didn't like something about it. Maybe he liked the movie, but he just saw it.
I think it was because that girl came back. Wasn't that the one?
Letty? That was movies ago.
Oh yeah, I didn't like
That
that
was a
part
lot.
of the movie, but there was something from that one I didn't like. I don't remember though. Maybe we got to rewatch it. If I don't know.
I gotta catch
Anyway,
up.
I like all the Fast and Furious movies. Some of them are a lot better than others. But
I
okay.
do agree with him, though, Joshua.
Okay. Tell me.
I do agree that a lot of movies,
With his list or just
not the
things that were
list,
pushed? Oh.
but
Yeah,
just
'cause-
movies in general. Because I get it from like a money making thing, like let's make this money, people. And then, like you said with Sonic, there are groups that really love this thing, but after a while, it becomes the point of this is just a money grabbing thing.
I think Marvel's a perfect. Marvel and Star Wars are two perfect.
I was
I was
just
that's
about
what
to
I
say
would have
Star
gone
Wars.
with. That's
Star
what I would have
Wars?
gone with. Marvel,
I was just about
Star
to say Star
Wars.
Wars because the 6, 7, or 7, 8, 9. I don't know if it needed to come out. I was good with the first 6. I watched 7, 8, 9, and if a 10, 11, 12 comes out, I'm going to watch it too. But they could have stopped.
Yeah,
They should have stopped if that was their decision story wise.
I think that
Everyone was excited.
another perfect example is Transformers, because like
Transformers
the
has had ebb and flows though, but yeah.
the thing that ticks me off is that Transformers 1 is an objectively good movie, and it's also a good Transformers movie. But it bombed because because all the like the 3 movies before, not really counting Bumblebee, the 3 Transformer movies before just utterly destroyed people's faith.
I thought you meant the first one.
Oh no! I mean, sorry. Transformers 1, the animated movie. That's like the origin thing.
Oh, yeah.
That movie's good. I like that movie. It was
good.
well done. There was also no stupid humans running around, which is like my biggest complaint about any Transformers or Godzilla movies. Please stop.
I mean, he did exist.
I do. Yeah, but like he was always the worst part of the 80s one too. Like you didn't like go like, "Oh, I can't wait to tune in and watch Sam
You gotta
Witwicky."
admit, Sam Witwicky in the live action was hilarious.
It was.
Yeah, sometimes it like Shia LaBeouf is incredibly
Kicking
talented,
the
but like that's not why I want to watch Transformers. I want to watch
you wanna see
Transformers
big robots fight.
Yes, and like there was too many times where like there'd be an awesome fight, and then they're like, "But what is Megan Fox doing?" And I'm like, "I don't care."
I was never mind. But when I was a
Listen.
kid, I was invested because I didn't really. I saw the TV show.
And look again, Transformers. The
I was like, I'm
now I'm
Sam.
going to confuse audiences.
Huh?
The original live action Transformers is actually pretty good.
Yes.
I like them.
Transformers
song at the
2 sucks.
Nah.
The Rise of the Fallen or the Return of the Fallen, terrible movie.
Dark Side of the Moon.
Dark Side of the Moon is slightly better than
That's the one
Return
people
of the
hate
Fallen.
the most.
Really?
Really? I
think
hate
so.
the Fallen
Yeah.
one.
Or
I'm
maybe it's
sorry.
the one with the Dinobots.
That one's pretty bad too. That one's pretty horrendous.
I didn't like that one.
Anywho, I don't want to get too into it, but yes, I believe our commenter is 100% correct in that there are way too many overpushed sequels, and the reason for that is because studios want to make safe choices instead of take risks, because why would you risk when something can fail?
Something fair, I guess. But it's a
Especially when
risk.
there's too much money being put into these things. Because if you look, some of the best movies were movies that people took chances on, or when people took the risk with Breaking Bad, and they brought in the new directors after season 1, I believe. That's when, I mean, season 1 was good, but like season 2 was when, because they took a risk, and when you see this in comics too. Daredevil comics are almost always great, other than Shadowlands, in my opinion. Daredevil comics are always great because they were never thought to make. No one was really thinking about it being a moneymaker. So they brought in artists and writers who would really focus on character stuff. And there's so many great Daredevil stories. Where Spider-Man and Batman, let's be honest,
Yes.
there's not a lot of great Spider-Man stories in general, and Batman's greatest stories are done by like the Mad Men people who are like, I'm going to set Batman when he's like a 70-year-old man, or I'm going to do Batman in the Long Halloween and it no longer really fits in canon, or I'm going to do Batman with Hush and it barely fits in canon anymore.
So,
good runs
or
right
Killing
there.
Joke, which is really kind of confusing in canon.
That's true.
Because they don't want to take the risks with Batman and Spider-Man. So it ends up kind of stagnating their characters. And then you have people who do take risks with people like Spider-Man and Batman, and you get Paul and Alfred dying.
I was just
Like,
about to say,
which no
they
one
get
likes.
somebody crying, like,
So,
kill Alfred.
you know,
Okay, well, yeah.
So I do think that we need to cut the budgets down in movies. Like,
You've been waiting for a little bit.
focus more on practical effects and really writing good stories than creating these super like gray goo-esque Hollywood smash movies where like it's like, let's watch the Avengers fight a CGI gray army.
Yeah.
You know, because
I
I
get
mean
it. I get it.
they may be safe, but they're boring.
I agree. Don't you stop me, Dominic. Before I forget.
I was pointing at you.
There are three things I want to say real quick.
Actually, no.
The first one is you talked about Breaking Bad. And Breaking Bad made a sequel,
Better Call Saul.
Better Call Saul, which did really great overall. But is it because the audience really loved Breaking Bad and they needed a sequel, Better Call Saul? We did not need that. It wasn't necessary. If it never came out, nobody would ever care. But I think the audience is really a big thing for this. They had to make a whole story that no one even wrote about, no one cared about, just so they can please the audience. And I think the audience is the reason that there are so many movies that do this. And my other point to that was Pirates of the Caribbean or Caribbean, whatever you want to call it.
Ooh.
And I know y'all have got some things to say about this. And Pirates, I love Pirates. Y'all both know how much I love Pirates. But the more every movie that passes by, the goofier it gets. In the sense of it didn't need, like, between 1 and 2 or between 2 and 3, one of the two left off of one of the best cliffhangers
That was
ever.
at the end of 2 with Barbosa coming down.
Beautiful cliffhanger, which means, okay, we had to have a third one. But then it's like, okay, well, we did this. You don't really need another one. They might do another one. They made one with a girl. I think Pirates of the Caribbean, I love it. I love it, and I love it. But it's one of those movies that's like, okay, the fan base is really carrying this on. And I don't know if the writing is, sometimes it's like we
Keeping up.
wrote a lot that,
What else can we do?
what else can we do? Or we're going to give you the same material, just rewritten differently. Like, it's the same thing. It's just rewritten. And not necessarily saying pirates, but it can go to
Fast and Furious.
it can go to Fast and Furious. It can go to so many other things that have sequels because it's like, okay, we've done this. This was our agenda. We did our agenda. The fans want something else from us. We don't know what else to give you, but we're going to give it to you again, just told a little bit different.
I have an example, but I also have a hot take here. My
Okay.
hot take is that honestly, as much as I enjoy Pirates 3, I don't like Pirates 2. I don't think Pirates of the Caribbean needed any sequels. Like, just the movie, the first movie on its own is glorious. And I'm not saying it didn't, like, it shouldn't have had sequels, but it didn't need them. Like,
Yeah.
the way the original Pirates ended was just perfect.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I think a perfect example of something that is overpushed, Supernatural.
I never really watched it.
The first 5 seasons of Supernatural felt great, had a bittersweet ending, but it felt like a concise, good story. And then they went on for like, what? I don't know how many seasons Supernatural has. I think almost like 19, 17 seasons or something.
That's crazy.
And like every season after season 5, I tried to stick with it, but I was like, we are just rehashing the Sam and Dean get mad at each other and then try to like sacrifice themselves for each other in such an unhealthy way every season that I'm like, okay, but like we worked through this in seasons 1 through 5. Why are we doing more of this?
Same thing with The Flash.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
God.
gosh. Like a Flash, the first, maybe like 2, 3?
I would say 3.
3 seasons were amazing. I loved it. And then they seemed to be like, it even had an ending. What was it? They beat, what's his name? Because they did the full storyline with Reverse Flash and it was his mentor and they're doing all this stuff and it came to a close. I'm like, this was an amazing show. They did a great job.
Do
We're
no
gonna
more.
for 3 more seasons. What do you mean? And then they're trying to like every season is a new random power he gets, and then a new speedster. And then some of them are like, okay, this is kind of interesting, but it never kept me on my toes like the first one. Maybe because the guy who played
Reverse?
the Reverse Flash, whatever his, I don't know who he was pretending to be, but the guy who plays Reverse Flash, best Reverse
You
Flash
did a good
ever.
job.
He did
was
so
fantastic.
freaking
You
good.
kind of see that with Arrow as well. That like after a certain point, they
Yeah,
just
I
keep
did like Arrow for
recycling.
longer though.
Yeah. Or
They
Gotham.
keep
Gotham
recycling
was
the
pretty good. You watch
Arrow.
Gotham
Like
too?
I don't
This
kill
man
people.
was watching stuff. All right.
Say it again. I'm sorry, Joshua.
Oh no, you're good. Like in Arrow, they kept going back to the I won't kill. I'm gonna
They
kill
were-
now. I
they were
won't kill.
recycling some stuff.
Yeah.
Now they tried to make it fresher by being like, "All right, now Talia al Ghul is here." Eventually, though, it just felt like we're just in a Batman comic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
no,
these
he's
people-
just Batman
Deathstroke is
wearing
here.
an
We
Arrow
got-
skin.
We got Ra's al Ghul, Talia relationship.
Ra's al Ghul was too much for me. I was like, go back to Batman.
He's like,
Get out of here.
Before we get to the main topic, I have one more thing to talk about.
Okay,
You
no,
talked
go
about Spider-Man and Batman and how people
Won't take risks.
stay safe and didn't take risks, right? But
Yeah.
when they do take risks, we don't like them.
Yeah, we punish them.
Take it away. You can even put in different things that are not comic related. But when is it the audience's fault, right? Because we ask people to take risk. We ask them to do it, but we don't like it. And for instance, me, Spider-Man is one of my favorites. It's my favorite Marvel superhero. And I'm so sick and tired of the Ben story, right? And it's Ben this, Ben that. Oh, Uncle Ben, Uncle Ben, Uncle
I mean,
Ben.
that's his constant center. But
I get it, right? But then we're like, okay, well, do something else. And then they did something else in Marvel, and people were like,
It's
You mean me?
right? You know what I mean?
It's like
Talking
new
about
Marvel,
me.
like what happened to Uncle Ben and why is Iron Man making his suits and stuff?
Yeah.
It's,
That's me.
people
That's
claim
me.
they want risks until it leaves their comfort zone entirely, and that's what happened. You saw it with, speaking of, the sequel trilogy of Star Wars. When Force Awakens came out, most people liked it. It still has fantastic reviews. Now, in hindsight, people don't like it because it led to certain things.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like it nowadays as much because I had to think about, I was like, why was Han Solo, like, who finished the series off as a war hero general, all of a sudden just a scoundrel who abandoned his family again? Like, what is going on?
oh my God, made him a deadbeat.
Yeah, and then you just have Death Star 3 over here, and then you
Yeah,
got the fake
yeah.
Empire. But
I think
people
we're all
were
caught up in the hype.
comfortable with that.
Like,
But they heard the criticisms despite how much money it made, despite how good the reviews were, that they wanted them to take risks, that George Lucas wouldn't have never been this safe. Then they took the risk. Rian Johnson went off the deep end, and everyone except for the critics despised it.
I think it goes
So-
back to what we were talking about, that you
I'm
have to
yelling.
know. I am too, if it makes you feel better.
Did you hear me?
I think it goes back to what we were talking about, that you have to know the rules of something before you break it.
Ah, look at that.
and-
Full circle. Okay, we're going to redo that so I say it.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. I didn't know it was your line. It's gone up like Rian Johnson didn't know much about Star Wars. So when he started to break the rules, that is really what, like Luke Skywalker thinking about killing his nephew because he had a couple dark thoughts when he refused to kill his father, spoiler alert, for
Exactly.
committing multiple genocides.
If you haven't
Like,
seen it since 1982, that's your own fault.
yeah, it's very clear that Rian Johnson didn't understand Star Wars.
Yeah.
Great director. Knives Out is amazing. And like, if you
Knives
took
Out
the
is alright,
story,
It's
if
good.
you took the story of Last Jedi and put it in another movie of its own thing, it would be a very entertaining film. The problem is
Yeah.
that he didn't respect the rules of Star Wars. And that's really what I think upsets fans. When something works, it's because the world was honored and the lore was honored in a way that felt good. When it doesn't work, I believe it's because the character has clearly been disrespected or broken from their world.
Bastardized version of the character.
Yes, or like they it feels like a fundamental rule of the universe has been broken.
Mm-hmm. I agree. You have to work within certain parameters. If George Lucas, because he had taken plenty of chances. If you look at throughout the entire series, a lot of things. If we want to talk about a chance, Darth Vader being his father could have went terribly if people. Just were like, what? But Anakin Skywalker, in my mind, was a hero. What's going on? But because he's establishing the lore, not only is he in charge of it, but he knew the full parameters of the universe, what would work within the greater story. People loved it. People even love the people like that grew up with me loved the prequels trilogy.
Yeah,
for the most part.
I will go a step further and say that's why the prequels work today.
Yeah,
I know that a lot of people were mad at it back then, but I think people are starting to recognize that they just didn't like the acting or the writing or the portrayal. But like the story itself makes sense in the Star Wars universe.
The story very comfortably, and it did a lot for the lore of Star Wars as well. Wow.
Another horrible example, Starfleet Academy. It breaks all the rules of Star Trek. Star Trek is supposed to be a utopia. It's supposed to be a world where we got our shit together. And Star Trek Academy is all about college kids being college kids, which is so not about having your shit together. Maybe so it doesn't get their stuff work together
after college.
Maybe. But like again, like you're not sitting there looking at Jean-Luc Picard and being like, not that Jean-Luc Picard doesn't struggle, but that Jean-Luc Picard is supposed to be an enlightened figure. Mm-hmm. And his struggles are supposed to be far more intellectual than who I want to bang or something like that.
Shout out to Captain Kirk.
Okay, Captain Kirk's in a whole different ballpark. We love him for being the exception.
I love this utopia.
Prime directive, okay? No one mess with this alien civilization, but I will mess around in this alien civilization because I'm Captain Kirk. Anywho, I know that you guys are probably wanting me to give an example of when it does work. I can't think of one. I know there is one, but I cannot think of one. Comment down below where someone honored the rules of a universe correctly.
Well, speaking of where one doesn't seem to be honoring the rules, did you see the new Lord of the Rings movie coming out, taking place afterwards? Not The Search for Gollum, but the one written by Stephen Colbert, who's a huge Lord of the Rings fan. And it turns out the hobbits actually want to go on another adventure or something like that, which seems to be against their characters because
Sam has like 12 kids at that point.
He has a bunch of
He's
kids
not going to have time to go on an adventure. Maybe Merry and Pippin. I could see them wanting to go on an adventure.
Maybe.
Sam would have, his family would have to be in danger.
But Tolkien wrote exactly what happened to all these characters.
Yes, he did. It's not left up to, like, at that point, it's just fan fiction. Okay, here's this. This is actually kind of a prequel, and this is kind of an opinion-based thing. I feel that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and remake and all that stuff really honors the original Final Fantasy VII, like as a sequel. If you're looking at it as a remake, you're not going to like it. Like if you're looking at it as like a thing, but it is actually a sequel to Final Fantasy VII. And I feel like it truly does honor the stuff, and it doesn't break the rules of the universe as it is established, in my opinion. I know that it's a hot take for many people. Yeah. Another good example is God of War 2018. It feels like it truly honors the God of War universe. I won't go into the one after it.
1 and 22, they're like, let's just forget everything we
In
just
my
did.
opinion, I don't like that one. But again, nerds will always have hot takes. That's just kind of the nerd.
Remember
way.
Jormungandr? Done.
That is true. I will agree with you, Joshua, because I think games have an easier way or a better way of making sequels make sense until it gets too far off, and then they start. For instance, this is one of the games I played as a kid, and I'm going to talk about Grand Theft Auto. I'm talking about Saints Row. I don't know if y'all know what that is.
I love Saints Row.
Saints Row games.
Another Josh
Are you
hot take.
complaining that Saints Row the third or perhaps the fourth with Terry Crews?
The fourth.
Saints Row is
Terry
better.
Crews.
Terrible.
It was quite the departure, wasn't it?
Oh my god!
It didn't
Good.
Listen,
the new
Saints
though.
Row. Saints
The
Row.
newest one? Is that 4 or 5?
5.
That one was
Saints
terrible.
Row 4 is amazing. I'm sorry. I love
Say it
Saints
again,
Row
I'm sorry.
4. Saints Row 4 is amazing in my opinion. Like,
You
just
get
talking
destroyed by
about the
buildings.
premise of Saints Row 4 to someone is my favorite thing. That you're the president of the United States
Yeah.
fighting against an alien invasion inside of the Matrix.
Yeah, do you remember the start of the game?
Oh, I
Walking
love
out
where he
of
like
the
lands. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I think Saints Row is better than Grand Theft Auto, but I know I
I
will
would
be
never go
crucified
that
for
far.
saying
Saints
that.
Row 2.
Is phenomenal. You're
Saints Row
talking
2
about
is
great.
great.
First of all, I love the main cast of Saints Row. I guess it would.
Johnny
also go to
Gat
4
is
as
one of
well.
the coolest characters ever.
Yes. I will say that.
Oh,
Is
Johnny
Saints
Gat
Row
is
4
amazing.
the one where they're in hell?
Oh, Get Out of Hell. The
Wait, how many Saints Row games are
There's
there?
either 5 or
Okay.
6.
Well, no. Okay, there's 5. If you're not counting Agents of Mayhem, which is kind of set in the universe, but like
We're counting like the new Saints Row that failed too, right?
that
It's
one
like
is
the
5.
remake.
Played that one.
Yeah,
That's 5. Okay, good. That
Okay,
one was
it's not
terrible.
called 5.
4,
but
I
it-
could not finish.
Yeah.
4's amazing, dude.
But the
4's
problem is, one, I was intending to play it with someone else. He
Oh,
hated
okay.
it too. But we were
I will
playing
play
through
4
this,
with you.
and
4 is
then,
amazing.
Like, it just didn't hook me in the beginning. Like, especially 2 for sure, but 3. And I'm playing through it. I'm destroying stuff, and it felt more like a reason to have the gameplay versus the fun
Listen.
story.
Emperor Zinniac is amazing.
Okay, well, I don't know for sure because
Okay.
I didn't.
All right,
finish
all
it.
right. To be fair, I love superheroes, so like 4 was written for me.
Yeah, to be
I
fair,
think that's.
I don't think you should try to push your opinion if you haven't finished the game like
Yeah.
me. You might.
But
have
I can.
did. I played them
I
all.
can.
I couldn't do it.
I can see why some people felt alienated, but I
Terry
also
Crews was
respect.
killed immediately. Why were you in the marketing?
I really enjoy that they raised the ante in such a way, and they also like knew they couldn't beat Grand Theft Auto at its own game.
That's what they were trying to do.
'Cause- Well, see, that's what they were in 1 and 2, but then 3 and 4, they were like, let's just like go
Go off the
crazy.
deep end.
Yeah. Because I played Saints Row 2 first.
Okay.
One of the best games I ever played.
2 is
So
really
I was
good.
like, let me go back to the first one. The first one was also really good, but it wasn't as good as 2, which made me glad. Because
Many
that
people
meant-
think it peaked at 2.
That meant
I
you
don't
did go
agree,
backwards.
but
Yeah, it made me glad that they got better.
I think
So
it might have picked the Saints Row 3. I love the gameplay.
Saints Row 3
2 was a better story, perhaps.
Saints Row 2 story was. That is one of the best games I ever played.
I
That
think
was
the issue with
hands
Saints
down.
Row 3 is that they up the ante, but the thing with upping the ante is that you either don't go far enough or you go too far, and like 3 is just in that odd like
It is.
kinda up the ante where 4 went so far that you
Oh
either like
my
absolutely
gosh.
loved
4
it.
felt like I was playing Infamous.
Yeah, like 4
That's what
is
it felt like.
crazy. And Infamous is
Yeah.
one of my favorite games of all time. Like
Infamous is really good
Anywho,
too.
I think this is the perfect segue because we
This
can keep
is.
talking about this. What we're going to talk about today, almost an hour in, is our favorite style of game medium.
Yeah.
Now, there's probably going to be a lot
We've
of
already
agreement.
talked about it.
I'm going to try to say what I love about each of them,
Devil's
and then I will
advocate.
say my favorite.
I don't like video games.
But what we're going to be focusing on is video games, of course.
What is it, Andrew Tate? If you still playing games and you're 24, you're a loser. Get to making money.
Yeah, we're very good at being losers. Board games, clearly.
what the hell is that?
And then we're going to be throwing tabletop games like Warhammer
Yeah.
into
Bro, I would
board
like to play that
games.
again.
It's not a board
You need
game.
to send this guy his
People will
army so I
be
can
really
play.
mad. I want the new box set. I want to.
Oh, of course, I'm gonna buy it too. The Blood Angels with the orcs.
Do you want to split it and then I'll send your side to you this time?
Absolutely. Of course, you're going greenskins, right?
Of course, I'm going
All right.
greenskins. I have a whole bunch of unpainted orcs just sitting here, and I'm like, all right, well,
Then yes. You
Okay,
decided
well,
what army
I'll hit
you're
you up.
making?
I'll hit you
Awesome.
up.
I'll hit you up.
It's
I
like the
that.
Henry Cavill thing. Necrons. We're gonna.
I have some funny Warhammer stories for you. I've played in some pretty tense tournaments and gone really well, but the one man I can never beat is Dom. He is like he is my Goku to my Vegeta.
But you just won a couple times.
No, I've
Yeah.
never beaten you. I've
Well,
never
Vegeta
beaten
had.
you.
Okay.
Oh, well, okay. Vegeta won that one time in the what was
movie?
it, the hero thing, but
Yeah.
At the last
we didn't
second.
see it, so it doesn't count. We just see like we just see him go like, "You beat me," and that's it. Doesn't count. Anywho, so it's video games, board games. We're gonna throw tabletop games in there. I know a sin, but I didn't want to add like one arbitrary section just for me. Then role-playing games like D&D or Pathfinder.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
then finally, that's it, because for some reason I felt like there was four, but I cannot think of a
Card
fourth one.
games.
Yeah, card game, like party game.
Card games, yes, like Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon,
Yeah,
Flesh and
Party
Blood.
games would work too. I guess
Yeah.
it's a different kind of game.
I mean, that kind of fits in the board games.
That's what I was thinking of, I guess.
Board games is
Whatever,
really
guys.
broad. I'm sorry. We were
not
already
picking.
drinking kind of when we came up with this.
That
so.
one is crazy good, but it can all be that.
So how do we want to start? Do we want to just do we want me to kind of like do like
Just do what you
what
do.
I like about each of them, and then we kind
I
of start
like
going into what our
about
actual
you.
favorites
Whatever
are?
you prefer. If you'd like to start with what you like about each of them and end off on which one is your favorite, you can
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, I'll start with video games. Video games are amazing to me because of the interactive story you can tell. Also, just like quick, very strategic bursts of fun. Dom was giving me a hard time because the game I have the most hours in more than any other thing is League of Legends, even though I will complain about that game all the time. But like the fact that I can play like a 30-minute game of like intense strategy is just so seductive to me. Like I love it. I love just being like, okay, I'm gonna play really, and I play top lane in League of Legends, so it's like really intense 1v1 stuff, and then the jungler comes in and you're like, what the hell? Who are you? Or the mid laner. I'm like, what are you playing? This is a 1v1. Get out of our honorable duel.
This part of the map is mine. Be gone.
Can't you see? This is an island up here. For me, video games have to be one of two things, though. There either needs to be such an engaging story, like for me, Final Fantasy games, or God of War, or Heavy Rain, which has not aged very well, but I still love Heavy Rain. I love really deep stories with well-written characters, or I like a game that just has like such good gameplay loops, like Hades, League of Legends, Diablo, that they're just like addictive loops that it's almost like a social thing at a certain point, that you are playing those games with your friends and it's such a fun game loop, but you're able to kind of turn off your brain and just play it because you've done it so many times, and you just kind of go back into the rhythm of it. That's one thing I really love about Diablo, that it is just like this game. It's a power fantasy. You feel awesome. You're killing the forces of hell. How cool is that? and like you can just play it with friends and just really enjoy it. So like video games, I'm kind of on like those two sides. Now there's some video games I just won't touch. Like I don't play Call of Duty. I don't play Fortnite. Not saying that those games are the same caliber. Call of Duty's actually better, especially the classic ones. Because Black Ops 2 is really good. Even I will admit that. In Modern Warfare 3, Fortnite's not even close to matching those.
Well said.
But I think that when it comes to telling a story, like I've been playing through Resident Evil 9 and I am hooked. I'm loving the story. Just being able to like turn off the lights, put on my headphones, and just play through it. Like I just get so into the story and love it. So that's what I love about video games. I will never forget turning on Ocarina of Time for the first time on my N64. Like that game is transcendent to me. But moving on, I hated board games as a kid. I couldn't stand losing. I mean, it's still something I struggle with this day. To my shame, poor Dom has seen me have some less than graceful moments when I've lost. I've gotten much better thanks to Dom's patience.
Not Jamal.
Well, Jamal didn't have to deal with as many of them. He's seen them before for sure, but Dom lived with me for practically 10 years. So he saw a lot more of my unrefined moments, let's say. One of them may have involved me throwing a Gatorade bottle at the wall so hard that it splattered, and then the wall was crusty and gross for like a year.
I tried to clean it, but
yeah, it was. I saw Dom working on it one day, and I felt so bad. I went and like just scrubbed it off the wall because I was like, I'm a terrible person. This was because I rolled 3 times in a row against Dom.
It was really unlucky game.
Yeah, but like Dom is also just an amazing player. He really is. We'll get into the Magic. We'll get into that in the card game section. But I could not stand losing. But after COVID, I felt so disgusted with video games because I hated how much it was a part of my social life. And I don't mean just like talking with friends who were far away. I mean like I didn't want to go out in public. I just wanted to stay home and play League.
Okay.
So I started to shift over to board games because I wanted that strategy.
Oh.
But I wanted to do it with people. And I wanted to like be there in the room with people. I wanted to. I don't know what joke you're laughing about, Jamal. I'm gonna ignore it. I wanted to like have that human interaction again, and that's what I love about board games. Especially the board games I play, they tend to be very video game-esque in their complexity. But it's a way of just being able to be with people and talk with them and like have the human reactions instead of just hearing a voice. Warhammer, I've been a fan of ever since my uncle was playing Ultramarines versus Emperor's Children. And I saw the board set up and I just fell in love with it. I've been playing with plastic toy soldiers since I can remember. I will always love Warhammer 40K. I love the strategy. I play Eldar, so like if you make one mistake, you are absolutely flubbernucked. Especially if you're playing against Necrons. So I will always love that. My biggest problem with like the thing that puts war games and tabletop games lower on my list is that you really do need to prepare for them. It's not something that you can just decide to do. If you put it off, you will be playing until 5 a.m., which is almost every game that me and Dom has played, because we would wait the entire day and then we'd build our lists at 9 p.m. And then we start playing at 11 p.m. and then we'd be like, why are we so tired? Why does Josh keep making terrible decisions? And usually I'd start drinking halfway through and be like, I don't know why I'm making such poor choices.
I remember when we were living back at the last place we all lived together.
Yeah.
I left in the morning. You guys were setting up the table. And
Oh
I
yes,
came
when I was
back in the
teaching
afternoon, and
when
you
I was
guys were
teaching
still
Jamal.
playing the game.
Yeah.
I felt so bad when I was like, okay,
10
this is
hours.
your strongest unit, Jamal. They're really strong, and then I just rolled perfectly and wiped that entire unit, and I was like, this should never happen. I don't know how this happened.
Yeah, he plays great plays. We haven't done it in years.
He was playing. I
Great
gave him.
nights.
I was letting him use my Custodes army because I felt like they were
Oh,
the
it was
most
the
like.
custodies that time.
Yeah, because I felt like it was the most like beginner friendly because they're so strong, and I was playing with Tyranids, and I charged a Screamer Killer into his Alaris Terminators, and I was like, "This Screamer Killer is going to die," but I just ruled perfectly, and poor Jamal fumbled every single save, and that wiped the squad, and I was like, "Oh."
It's really cool.
This should
but now
never-
I really want the Harlequins. I really want the Harlequins.
I feel like Harlequins
Why?
would be your
They
army,
just- they
but
look cool.
All
the-
right, man.
I just
I mean,
feel
now here's
like
your addition,
you would
because
be
now all of
unstoppable
these-
with them.
Yeah, I know.
They just started 11th edition.
I feel like they would be like the perfect army for you, and then I could
No
no
one has
longer be the OP Eldar player because then Jamal would be like, "I'm playing Eldar, but more
I'm getting the new
OP."
destroyers for Necrons. I'm only doing that.
I love destroyers; they're great. Anywho, I
So this
love.
list is in order. So now this is, you said video games are top and then lower.
No,
is
I'm
board
just
games, or
going
you
through
just-
and then I'll
Okay,
say
cool.
which one I like the most. I think board games have been very transformative for me in
Mm-hmm.
that, like, helping me cope with losing because I
Ah.
can't just sit there and rage at someone who's not there. You know, like when I'm getting my butt kicked in League, I can rage and say horrible things unless my wife wakes up and walks in the room and says, "You're done." That has happened. You know, if I'm sitting across the table from like people that I love and care about, it shows the consequences more. When I see the hurt in my friend's eyes when I'm being an absolute asshole because I'm losing, it does. It makes you go like, "Oh wow, there's consequences."
Yeah.
And do I really care about winning more than I love this person? Because, like, is that the person I want to be? So, it has really helped me in a lot of ways. And leading into the next one, card games. Card games. Very much the same as board games in the sense of, like, you are sitting across from the person. I played Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Growing up. I played Pokemon like we all did as millennials.
Yeah.
And then I played Yu-Gi-Oh! For real, or at least tried
Easy.
to. I know, but I'm a millennial.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm the old man. And then I got into Magic because of Ben.
Yeah.
But I guess the card game that we really seriously started playing together first was Yu-Gi-Oh!
I tried to convince you guys to play. I knew he could play.
Yeah, but I mean, we enjoyed it. And then I bought
then you
some
found
Magic decks over the summer and really fell in love with it. And then went all in on
you
Magic.
did.
Yeah, and then I brought it and taught it to Dom all wrong because I did not
Yeah.
understand the rules.
Well,
And
we gave each other like an assignment because there was an app that I
Yes.
found. I don't remember that one. It wasn't good, so I don't know why I started with that.
yeah,
But we
the
could play through to
original.
learn the rules, and I played through that, and we got to Wildwood, Lubbock. Yeah, and this
then
guy had
Ben-
like 20 decks,
Yeah, and then
20
Ben-
commander decks.
Yeah, whoa.
not
wait,
commander decks. They were
wait
not.
a
They were not
second.
commander decks. They were not.
Oh,
they
they
were
were just
standard.
They were just
decks?
normal
Yeah.
decks.
Okay, yeah, they're
Hold on,
normal
are you
decks.
telling me that you got into Magic while we were still in college?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You had okay.
you
This-
were there.
For the
When I
fans
when I
who
get
don't
into
understand-
things, I get into them hard. I have the most obsessive
Are
personality.
you gonna pretend like you didn't play in college too?
I did no. What I thought he knew about this game and played this game.
I read all
before
the
college.
lore
No, we told
in
you
books.
I told you about Magic right after we started.
Oh my gosh, y'all!
Yeah,
this
no.
dude-
I was telling you guys complete backstories for the cards I was playing because I read every single novel that entire summer almost.
This guy Joshua came to me like he was the master of Magic. Like he knew everything about it. He had so many decks.
Not the rules, but I knew the lore.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, okay. And he was. I thought y'all like was playing this game since like middle school or something. Yeah.
Nope.
No.
I had just
Oh
learned
my
it, man.
goodness.
I didn't have a single deck.
Then Ben
outside of,
made our other roommate
First
Ben.
commander, he gave it to me in front of you.
Oh my goodness, yes. Ben got me into Commander, and then it was over for us because
4.5 hour games.
Commander, for those who don't know, Commander is a singleton format, which means other than basic lands, you can only have one of each card, which makes the variance so much fun. Like, you rarely ever play the same game twice, unless you have Heart of the Cards. But then Heart
of the Cards is real.
And then you have a commander that you can bring in at basically any time, not like at instant speed, but I'm not going to get into that. So you have like your character that you're playing as, and it's so much fun.
So fun.
That just became our thing, honestly, more than anything else.
For
we have sunk hours and
8
hours. And it was so funny because me and Ben got locked into a arms race where we kept spending more and more money on expensive decks and cards, like to the point, like I'm not going to even say the prices. We were so stupid. Mostly me. I was dumber than
about to say, I didn't spend that much money.
No, I was getting to you. Don't you worry.
I spent the most I've ever spent is on that Necron deck I showed you.
So anyway,
$200.
This man, Dominic, had only pre-constructed starter decks. Meanwhile, me and Ben have the equivalent of nuclear missiles. Like, these things were built to win.
Those were good decks.
Like, I mean, these things were savage.
They were tough.
And we kept, like, bouncing off each other. And then Dom would just devastate the game with a pre-con deck. I think, like, one of his decks had, like, 4 upgrades, and one of them was terrible. He even said it was terrible as he put it in, and then destroyed us. And I don't mean, like, me and Ben were focusing on each other. We were focusing on each other in some ways. But, like, Dom was winning these games by just sheer being better than us. And it was so...
Then Jamal had to start playing the game and ruin it.
But see, Jamal actually
had an Eldrazi on the field. You didn't say anything about it. Well, you're dead.
A funny story about me and Jamal is one summer, everyone had left, and it was just me and Jamal. Like, Abby was out of town, Dom was out of town, Ben had graduated, Elena was out of town. Yeah, it was over the summer. It was over the summer.
But I lived there in Lubbock during the summer to catch up my credits. Anyway,
I think you were just out for like a week or two or something. Like, you went to go see your mom or something. I can't remember, but it was just me and Jamal, and we would go work out together in the summer. And he was like, "I'm building a new deck," and I'm like, "I'm also building a new deck." Yeah. And like we were talking, and then like we were like, "All right, I don't like when we get our new decks, we're gonna fight each other." And we sit down at the table, reveal our decks, and they're both built around unblockable creatures. Different commanders, even somewhat different colors. Mine was green, blue, and more built around like advantage of like stuff like that, where his was just pure killy Grixis, red, blue, and black. And we sat there and we were like, we wanted to test the decks on each other, but we just knew going in, and like the games were over in no time because whoever like got ahead just won, which is just a problem with 1v1 Commander. But it was so funny because we got like through game 2 and we were like, clearly this isn't working. And then when Elena came back into town, we were like, "Hey, can you come over and play Commander with us?" And annihilated her. It was so funny.
I want to see a move here.
Yeah. Like, it was so bad. And then we were like, "Oh, we're going to do this to Dom. we're gonna do this to Dom, and then like we were like, okay, we didn't tell Dom what we were gonna do either. We were like, all right, we're gonna get him, and then immediately like we get our thing set up, and we're like, we're gonna kill him. And he's like, I'm gonna board wipe, and we were like, it's over. He did like the perfect counter, and he had no idea. Definitely, some of my best memories will always be tied up in playing card games with you guys.
Yeah.
I'm sad where the story of Magic the Gathering is gone, but I gotta say, when you have the people, card games are probably number one for me. Like, just because of the memories of us sitting around a table playing card games together. And like just all the stupid shenanigans and stuff like that. And the reason I think it is also number one is because the level of entry is the lowest. It's still not like great, but like it's easier to teach Commander to someone than it is to teach them a board game. There's not, you just got to bring your deck and you sit down at a table, shuffle up, and then create memories. And like, to me, I will always cherish those times of us playing that, even more so than the stories of video games I've enjoyed the most, or those epic Warhammer moments, like, or just the fun board game stuff like the Cthulhu game and stuff like that. I just feel like the memories we made while playing Magic the Gathering together were just so much fun. And it was the least, like, we could just be sitting there doing nothing and go like, hey, do you want to play Magic? Yeah, let's play Magic. Okay, let's just play Magic. There was like really no prep to it as a whole. Although I did take forever to shuffle decks with my tiny hands. But yeah, to me that was, that is time I will cherish forever. So I gotta put card games because of Magic the Gathering. Pokemon, not so much, because Dom kicked my ass so hard that one game I wasn't able to do anything. And I haven't played against...
Pokemon is so simple that, like, if things go well, you win and you start a new game.
Yeah, the chain victories in Pokemon can be rough. But yeah, I think for me, it just has to be Magic because of the memories we've built. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's necessarily the best game of all time, but it's damn near close. So that's my thought after like a 20-minute rant.
Okay.
So card games are your number one?
Yes, because of accessibility and number of players.
Okay.
I think I have to put it first. And sociability, which is very important to me. Like doing a game together face to face.
Yeah.
The social aspect.
Would you like to go last or next?
Last.
Cool. I'm going to start it off by saying I loved playing games with these guys. These guys are awesome, and I enjoy every second. Growing up, yeah, most of the time. Growing up, I was not really a gamer. My mom did really good, and I love our period of growing up. My mother did really good of keeping me outside and inside, right? So I was outside a lot. I played sports. I did a lot, even just riding our bikes around the neighborhood. I was outside a lot. But when it was the weekend, I think from, I want to say like 8 to like 12 on Saturday, it was the cartoons, right? You watch your Saturday morning cartoons, you played some games, and then you're outside, right? And my mom did great of like saying, this is your time for gaming. Then you can't play the game anymore. You got to either read, do homework, go outside, but you will not touch this game. So growing up, I wasn't a gamer, but when I did game, it was at an age where it wasn't multiplayer. So it was more so solo based. I loved gaming. And this is where I would tell them I was a gamer. Like I gamed solo anything. It wasn't until I got to college where I got into the whole social media aspect of gaming, where it was, you can talk to somebody miles and miles away. So that's when I loved gaming, but that's when it turned different for me. Video games, I wasn't more soloing. I was more so group. And to this day, it's group. I won't touch my game. I will never, ever. I have a PS5 right now. I have a Switch. I have it all. But I won't touch it unless somebody's like, let's go play. And even then, it's not even necessarily me playing the game. It's more so just communication, right? Which I kind of feel bad. I was on tour and we were playing Elder Scrolls, and I stopped playing, one, because I got really busy, but two, it got too, to be honest, it got really game based. Like we were like doing a lot of game stuff, and my mind wasn't there for the games. It was more so like just socially. Yeah. So I felt bad because I was like, Dominic, I'm taking it. And I know Dominic played the game already, but in my mind, I was like, bro, I'm not even playing the game. Like I'm playing it, but I was like, I feel bad because I was like taken away from his gaming experience. So I was like, dang.
See, that's why I love games like Diablo and League.
Yeah.
While they have their complexity stuff, like once you get the hang of the game, once you get like the learning curve of it,
It's like mind numbing. You don't even have to pay attention.
yeah, like not like you have to pay attention. And it's like competitive enough that you're like,
You
know,
do
I
have to
gotta
pay
do that.
attention.
But like you can talk with people while doing it.
Yeah, well, Elder Scrolls, we were over here like they're telling us about how the village is about to be destroyed.
And there's so
like,
much
there's,
long-term
19 other gods,
planning.
and he's
Like we're gonna go
"Right."
here, then we're gonna go here, then we're gonna go
Yeah.
here. Where like
it didn't-
Diablo is like, all right, give me the next enemy.
I felt so bad, but now, like when I get on the game, like I haven't played. Last time I played a game, it was with y'all. Okay, I played not ready.
Smite? Oh, ready or not?
Ready or not. I was telling y'all I played Ready or Not. That was the last time I played a game, and
Fun game.
I don't know. Unless someone is like, let's play a game, kind of like how you were saying League of Legends. I need a game that's like I don't really need to pay attention to. I'm more so just talking to unwind about life, or we could talk about conspiracy theories or something. I just need something to like.
That's why I was surprised when we were playing Smite. You didn't talk really at all.
And the reason is because you and him, y'all got really serious into like positions and stuff, and I was like, "Oh, this ain't for me."
Positions.
Yeah,
Lock
y'all were
in,
like, who's
yeah.
got middle? Who's
That's
gonna
why I
help me?
think I think
just
that's why
enthusiastic.
you're gonna love Diablo. Because
I
Diablo
don't care.
is just like run at the enemy and kill them.
Yeah,
No
that was
positions. There's not. There's just like, listen,
Sounds
man.
like, dude, he's either hating this game
No, because I love the
or
game.
way too serious.
I love Smite.
I think
But
it's because
y'all-
you're competitive and
Y'all
like
got competitive, and I was like, "Oh, this ain't for me right now."
yeah, no, I am naturally competitive. The thing is, I've just been playing League for so long that I
He
can do
talks to
both.
someone else while he plays the game.
Because like League, I
dang
can
it,
like.
I will play.
Granted, the characters I play as in League are not like rocket scientist characters as a whole.
Absolutely.
Like Nasus,
Nothing.
Yorick, Teemo. Like you're not sitting there going like, I need to like calculate. And, like no, you run up and hit things.
How many pixels
like,
is that?
Yeah,
Like Nasus is just cue things until you can cue people to death.
Yeah.
facts.
The only
facts.
game I haven't seen you really try to talk about random stuff while we played it and you were just locked into the game is Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, because
Well, Baldur's Gate is like
Hold me
everything.
quiet real quick because he's listening to what this person's
Yeah,
saying to him.
Baldur's Gate is like
all right.
it's on a
It's such a
different
cool
level.
game.
It's
I don't
on a
know.
different level. It has because it is both. I think that's the thing that's amazing about Baldur's Gate is that it is both that
gotta get
social
back to it,
thing and also a great story.
Yeah,
Which
it
is
is
so
very
hard to do.
social.
It's very
and so
social.
you're like, dang, if I mess up right now, I mess up
Yeah,
everything.
so basically you speaking to some people, your choices, you can ruin it. This man got attacked randomly in the town. I thought we were
Oh
doomed.
my god.
Yeah.
Dope.
And I think
But-
that
good stuff.
that's my only like I have to be in like the sorry the cats are murdering each other.
Fight,
I promise.
He had retreated
He
to
just
his father.
jumped right up here. Audience, he's a Maine
God,
Coon.
please.
He's very vocal. He is
Help
totally
me.
fine. He's just being really over dramatic.
We're looking
like,
here
"Fix your
because
camera."
that's where he is, audience.
Oh, is my camera all messed up?
It just went down.
Oh yeah, because Maki hit it.
It went
He's
right
also
back to where
he-
put-
he's also yelling at me because I'm petting him, and he's like, "Don't touch me."
Then why'd you go over there, Maki? Go away. Goofball. Don't fight back.
I love it. Maki could win in a moment if he wanted to. He's like 3 times the size
Yeah.
as the other
But he's
cat,
as
but
accurate.
he's like, listen. And here's the thing that's hilarious: Maki never gets hurt in the fights. It is always the other cat because poor Albie is like a short-haired cat, and Maki's fur is so tough that like nothing gets through it. But Maki screams bloody murder. Like he'll get like tapped by Albie, and Maki's like, "Oh my god, he's killing me!" And you're like, "Oh my god."
I know. I will say though, video games are growing on me. It's just I love being social. I'm very extroverted in that sense. That for me, it's just a social compact or social construct. Compact. It's a social construct for me to just talk to people.
Yeah.
I will say board games. I really love board games because it's also a social thing, but it's more so like you are at a table, you're around each other. It's a lot of people by you. You get to play a game that you probably never played. Growing up, I didn't play board games.
Yeah.
And I wanted to play board games with my mom and everything, but it just never turned out that way. Card games, I love. Joshua, if you might not even be in contact with these people, but I'm telling you right now, after this thing, tomorrow morning, I'm going to message you again because I need you to message. I'm not going to say their names, but I'm going to just say S and Nina or whatever her name was.
Yeah.
I need you to message them and be like, hey, I'm not here no more, but I got the people you used to play with. They miss you.
No, I'll reach out. I'll reach out to them. I'll tell
after a year, but
I know, but I miss Magic.
That's a 1-year anniversary since Josh.
Yeah,
abandoned
you
us
guys,
here.
you guys need to. Yeah, it is a little past one, but we need to play again together. I miss playing with you guys. Like yeah.
I miss Magic, so I need you to message them.
Yeah,
Be like, if y'all are still, it's not the same. If y'all are still in where we are, maybe you should, if you're cool, I'll drive Dominic over there. I don't care where they stay. I miss Magic that much.
Yeah, you want to
I love
go
that
out
it's like
play
dragging
Magic out
Dom
in public
out of the
spots
house.
too, right?
Yeah, I do.
I mentioned the Slice and Dice place.
Yeah.
Want to go there?
Yeah,
But-
there's lots of events. I just
I
like
don't really feel like playing at events though. I don't want.
for
not
me,
an event.
it just
I
feels
want
like the thing I struggle with is I'm like,
casual.
but like Dom and Jamal are my people. You know what I mean? Like I struggle with like I'm just like it feels like cheating on you guys.
Oh, because you do. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, you do? You don't even go like, no, Josh.
You do
Like,
go play tournaments and stuff.
You
That's
do
kinda
cheat.
crazy. But overall, I love games.
You're
more
a slut,
gaming for me
Josh. You're a
now is
slut.
more of a social thing.
Yeah.
It's very social, except for Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh. We're in it. But my favorite thing of gaming would be chess.
It's chess.
I love chess. I grew up playing chess. I took
Chess
a
is
long
amazing.
break.
Well, board game.
A long break. But chess is my favorite. It's very strategic.
Speaking of, I got.
It's
Chess.
the ballet of every game, basically. Like if you're
It
good
is.
at chess, you can probably translate it into anything else.
Anything, right? I think chess is a great piece. No matter how good you are, you can always be like, hey, to a random person, be like, you want to play chess? Oh, I don't know how to play chess. It's cool. Like, I think for me, I think chess is a game where I don't have to be at my best to have fun. I think it's always cool to see how. I love chess because I like seeing what the other person is going to do. I like being.
I love that chess teaches you patience and impulse control, because I think that, like, as an ADHD person, like chess is like one of the best lessons in that. Like if you're impulsive in chess, you will lose.
I know.
Facts, you will. One of my best things. This is how much I love chess, and it's not chess, but it's very similar. We played a game once of, I forgot what it's called.
Shogi?
Was it on the Switch?
Nintendo Switch.
thing? Yeah, we played that. And mind you, like I said, I love chess. We were playing, and I was just casually playing. And something dramatic happened. My energy, my whole thing switched in a heartbeat. Like, that was instantaneously.
It was lock-in time.
It was like, oh, this is beautiful. Like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
those moments right there are so.
A surprise.
Oh,
Yeah, we were
I
playing
love
it at your wife's place at the time. We were playing.
Oh, really?
We were playing it there, right? On the Nintendo Switch.
I'll have to ask her what game it was.
She wasn't there.
No, she wasn't there.
Okay.
Nah, I just broke in. But we were playing Shogi, and we were like about even. I don't know. Maybe he was winning some.
No, it was even until
And
then.
I put a piece back on the board. And he's like,
That was his
wait
worst
a minute.
mistake.
What?
Yeah, I put a piece back on the board, and he's like, wait a minute.
I have a cat update on the cat tower. Maki is trapped at the top while the orange cat circles at the bottom.
Ooh, there's a shark in the waters.
Dun, dun.
And it's hilarious because the orange cat is like, again, tiny.
Yeah.
And
But he holds a
Maki
ferocious
is
spirit.
yeah, Maki is acting like he's like at his final battle moment.
But yeah, chess
With
is
his
the game
tongue
for
sticking
me.
out.
Thumbs deep over here.
If you want to give me a game, give me a chess set. I'll play it.
Give me a chess set?
Either chess or Sudoku. Like
Sudoku?
those are the two games for me.
You know what
They
game is
challenge me.
insane?
I
You know what
love
game
it.
is
I've never heard
insanely
you say that.
I play it all the time. Like in my room, at work, when I'm driving and stuck in traffic, it's in my
Oh my
car.
gosh.
You know what
It's
game is
so cool.
insanely competitive and
Let's play some
strategic?
Yahtzee. Have you ever played Yahtzee?
I've never ever played Yahtzee before.
The Pokemon is so insanely strategic and like competitive. It's crazy. I'm telling you, I know you're looking. I'm not talking about the Pokemon card game. I mean like the Pokemon video game.
Okay.
It is
okay.
the Pokemon
Okay,
video
play
game. The Pokemon video game is insane in the levels of
Yeah.
like. That's why I'm so excited about Pokemon Champions because like it is. You guys need to. You guys have to get that game, and we have
You're
to
right,
play
you're right.
together.
If you
new one-
get it-
so- but you're saying you've played it, or you just see what it's like before it's
Well,
come
just
out?
but just a system of Pokemon in general.
I
is
just have to get a Pokemon
really-
game.
Well, like Pokemon Champions is going to be the most successful way to do it
Yeah.
because you won't
Okay.
have to do like IV training and EV training will be super easy as well.
IV?
If you get it, I'll
yeah,
get
exactly.
it.
Oh,
Like I
100%.
said,
I'm getting it the
free, right?
day it comes out. I'm
I don't
pre-ordering it.
But I'm a social
No,
gamer. I'll
it's
play
Nintendo,
any
man.
game.
they don't do free.
Pokemon Go is free.
Yeah, is it?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll play any game. Like you could be like, I want to play slime. The time I was turned into slime.
No, you won't.
I will.
You
I'll
won't
buy it.
play the game.
Name one game you've suggested that I haven't got. or
I'm just
bought or
trying to be
played.
contrarian.
I'm
Anyway.
gonna say name one. Even Elder Scrolls, I got it.
But
and we played for a little
anywho,
bit.
Jamal, not to put you on the spot, which one do you think is the best?
the best.
for you.
Oh, the best overall.
Yeah, like of those three, like which
Well,
would you
he
choose?
mentioned-
I'm gonna say
Uh,
video games.
But
Oh,
your favorite
My
is a board game.
favorite is chess,
okay,
which is a
okay.
board
Video
game.
games overall.
But I
is-
think video games overall, and where they're
Why?
going, I think where they're going, the trajectory that they're on, the fact that they're going to be so social and so for everybody, easy access for everyone. I think that's the way the world is going. I think video games are where that's at. You can play board games on a video game, so
How
I
about
think
that
that's
you
is
can play
true.
chess on
That
the
is
TV
true.
right now.
yeah. I think that's where the world is going. I think
As soon
it's
as
the
they add
best.
Warhammer, like I've been telling them to for years,
They
I'm like,
have-
Me and Dom have come up with an entire business plan. Sorry,
Mention
an
it,
entire
mention
business
it.
plan. Games Workshop, hit us up. We have come up with an entire way to digitalize Warhammer 40K, and it actually encourages people to buy the models.
yes, it does.
So,
Buy them.
Just
I feel like
just
that way
saying.
about freaking Borders Gate. I be telling him all the time. I'm like, yo, if they come in with a, that's oof. Hold on. Let me take a deep breath. The
say it out
dice
loud.
system. You're right.
You mean D&D? That was the fourth one.
You're right.
What?
I just think the dice system for games like that needs to be more realistic. In the sense of, I get you click a button and a dice roll. I think there should be like a dice that's Bluetooth to the system in some way,
I thought, yeah.
and you can roll it, and it's like, oh, this is what you got.
That's what I thought you were gonna say. It would be really cool, but every time you're like, dang it, where's my dice? I can't continue the
That
game.
is true, but
You
it's
know,
got to be.
Now,
a
if
way.
you could just do it one or the other, it'd be cool.
I
I
want
got
to
20.
apologize to all of our listeners who are probably screaming about the role playing game thing. We do really like role playing games.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love role playing games.
Unfortunately, it
But
runs
none of us have
into-
ever played a real one.
No, we played a real one. We just tailored the rules to fit us better. The issue with role playing games is that it counts on a stupid writer known as Josh.
Facts.
Yeah.
No,
So-
look,
He's a stupid writer. Fast.
No. Like I take a long time to do things. Like I said, I George R. R. Martin things. I'm going to
We're only a
continue
few
our
years
game.
removed.
man.
Yeah. We will get back to it. I promise.
No,
but
we won't.
We will. I promise you.
Look, y'all.
promise you.
This
We're gonna be
dude came up
35.
with a fantastic.
It is actually the book
game.
I'm writing.
Yeah.
Rather, and he does a good job of like keeping you involved. I played a character who was just on my own mission, but
Selfish.
even the
One of my
story
favorite
it-
characters.
The story is great. Like if I'm listening to his story, it's fantastic. If I was listening to Nathaniel's story,
Who the hell is that?
He's just making up names at this point.
if I was listening to
Try
our
his
other
best.
friend's story, it was
You
fantastic.
threw it out there.
To my
I
credit,
won't call him by that name.
to my credit,
Oh,
we
look at
had a friend Fallout type thing
I don't
that
think
really.
it was that, bro.
Nah, it was before. He
Oh, you
came
think
up
it
with
was
such
before
a
that?
great story, and it got to a point where it was like, all right, what's the next one? He's like, all right, next week we'll play a game. And to give him the benefit of the doubt, COVID did occur, so I'll be like, okay.
That's when we got into it.
Now we got to it right before COVID because we all
Okay,
used
yeah,
to,
yeah,
like-
but I was in the Discord call with them every
well, that's what I was about to say. He came up with, he was like, all right, we can't do it in person. Let's do Discord. All right,
and then
cool.
he did not like the Discord.
I didn't, but
It's
We
better
did
in
it.
person, always.
and
It's
then
always
it
better
just
in person.
stopped, Joshua.
Look,
One of the
Hear me
characters left from the
And
early
it was
game.
very- it was-
Another character has self-exiled.
I unfortunately
Oh yeah.
am very much a person who builds my stories around players, and I built it around a player who had different ideas about life, not about the game. We did not have a falling out over the game.
Girl.
And they happened to make some different life choices, which I totally respect. But it was very hurtful. My feelings were hurt, and I needed some time to heal. But the next game is ready. I just need to figure out schedules.
Okay. You heard it
You
here.
can figure out how to
first,
sit here on this
people.
couch and do it.
But yes, I do love role playing games quite a bit. It might even beat Magic if it weren't for my own silliness.
Your own silliness
Yes, because
in terms of timing and how long it takes.
well, my issue is I feel like I'm a bad player because I get my own idea of the story, and then when it doesn't go the way I want it to, I struggle. So I feel like I'm a bad player. So I'm better as a DM, but then I become a perfectionist and struggle. So I feel like I am the problem, not someone else.
I guess that's fair. But I don't know. You've thrown a few curveballs here and there that I usually enjoy.
Oh,
just
I
having
think
to try
I'm
to find a way
good
to
at
deal
it.
with.
The issue
Yeah, but
is
to
that
be
I'm
fair, my story, since I've been mostly separate, you've been letting me mostly do whatever the heck I want. I want to say them. Okay.
I'll put it this way: I'm temperamental. I think I can be a temperamental writer sometimes, which can be
Okay.
frustrating.
Yes. But then you had some people, speaking of people who things didn't go their way in the story, we had a couple examples of that and people struggling
Yes.
with that real time.
I definitely do write darker stories just naturally, and I don't do it for the sake of being dark. I believe that a story can't have true hope if
Mhm.
they're not overcoming darkness. That's just my style. I don't have a problem with people wanting brighter stories, but I believe that the beauty of a story comes from overcoming horrible stuff. And I that is a conversation that probably should happen. Not probably, should absolutely happen in session 0. And the next game that I do run, I will make sure to do a session 0
Okay.
to like really just let people know that like I'm not out to get them. Honestly, the more stuff that happens to your character, means that I enjoy your character. I'm not into killing characters. I you know
Just the
I
people
get it. Like, I love Dom's character. He is going to be so central in the book series I'm writing.
Yeah,
Like,
I had to.
and like, he was such a boring character until Dom breathed life into him, because like I just had this blank slate, and like when I started doing the story, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just like impose this blank slate on Dom and have him basically like characterize him, and he made the perfect character in my opinion. I don't want to go too off on a tangent.
I don't want to give off your story too much, but we used to joke about it, but partly ruined your lore.
In some ways, but like in other ways, I'm telling you, I wrote his ending. Like, I just had like a flash of like revelation and wrote his ending, and to me, it is actually perfect. Not because of my skill, but because like I just feel like he is such a human character in such a inhuman world. And that's what I love about him, because I never would have come up with the idea of making him humorous or like easygoing. I would have tried to make him way too dramatic. And he's not self-righteous, he's not over the top. He is just a dude. And that's what I love about him. Like, everyone else is going like, how will I save these thousands of people? And he's just like, wow.
Yeah. I tried to do a balance. I don't want to give too much away with your thing, but I tried to do a balance not only with the other cast of characters, but I wanted to make him silly enough that he felt human, but also silly enough for when he gets serious, and when serious things happen, it hits that much harder.
That's why I love doing RPGs of the stories I'm writing. Because I do a lot of experimentation of like slapping undeveloped characters. And when I mean undeveloped characters, I mean like they're literally nothing. I just know that there's a character that needs to play a certain role, and that like they don't even have a name yet. I just know that they need to be in the story. And I did that with both Dom and Jamal because I knew that they were, actors, and they were talented, and they could develop characters that I couldn't do on my own.
This guy's character.
Because I never would have thought to write the characters the way Dom and Jamal portrayed them.
Yeah,
I'm not even saying, and I want to make it clear, like it's not that I am a bad writer or something like that. It is more just like I'm in my head, and I have my preferences and my like patterns, and they helped me think outside of the box. I know I'm getting us off on a huge tangent.
I think that's
I'm going to say, before we get on a tangent, I want to stop me because I'm about to get us on a tangent real quick. But I had a discussion yesterday with a friend. The artist guy I was telling you all about the other day.
Yes. How's he doing, by the way?
Still the same. But we were talking about it because
we should not drink during these episodes.
No. We were talking about that, what you just said, which was about how you have what were you saying?
That we have our patterns and stuff.
Yes. And so I was telling him about the black box theater, right? And how it was a good idea that I gave it to somebody else because they enlightened me on things I did not notice, and how it's good not to have yes men around you that just acknowledge everything that you say. Mm-hmm. I brought that up because I don't hate people, never will, but there is one person I dislike to the day I die. Is this dude I used to live with. He was making a musical. Y'all heard the story before.
I know exactly what you're talking about. He almost ruined Legend of Zelda for Jamal, and I will never.
He almost did.
Okay, I will. As a Christian, I can't say I will never forgive it, but as a flawed human being, you don't know how hard I had to work to convince Jamal that Zelda was good. Right. That Legend of Zelda was good.
He asked me for his opinion, or asked me for my opinion, and I gave it to him. And as actors, I think you should always have criticism, right? No one in this world is
cannot grow.
perfect.
So even when you love every aspect of something, like I got to figure something out to complain about.
I think you do, because no one is perfect. Nothing you make will ever be perfect. Everyone has an idea, right? And it's always good to hear feedback.
Yeah, even if
Like-
you don't take it, it's
Right.
good to hear.
One of my best teachers at Santa Fe University of Art and Design, John Jury, he's amazing. Shout out to him. He said the day you don't get criticism is the day you don't grow.
That's what I feel too.
Yeah.
This guy made a musical. And making a musical. It is really good. And like I said, I don't hate anybody. This guy will fight to the day I die. This musical was really good. And I live with him, so I heard him make it every day, which I love the progress. I love that he was working on it. He made it every day for like 5 months. And I'm so proud of him. He asked me for his advice. I gave it to him. I said, this is great. The only thing I would change is this, because it sounds like this song. And then I would change a little bit of that. That guy heard what I said and said the absolute, like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You never wrote a musical. You don't know what you're... Boy, hey, for y'all
Then
who
don't ask
know
for
me,
advice.
Don't ask for advice. But if y'all who don't know me, I'm from a place. And so don't talk to me like that. Like, we might be in college, but, like, I ain't always been in college. You feel me? So it was like... And the fact that everybody in that room stopped me from talking, it was like, yo, you asked for his advice, because that day would have been his last. But I say that because it's always good to hear other people's thoughts. I think whatever I do is great, but you're so tunnel vision on what you think. You don't know what the outside is going to do. You don't know what the outside is going to think, which is why we have study groups, which is why we have like
Test
vision boards
screening.
and test groups, right? Imagine making Lord of the Rings, or imagine making Star Wars, and George Lucas was like, this is my vision, doom, 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 doom. And then he never brought it out to somebody. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. But I'm just...
I think that was the prequels. That was the problem. As
But
much as I love
imagine
the
he never brought it
prequels,
to a
but I
test
think...
group.
I think that was the issue. Like the original trilogy, he really listened to people. To my knowledge, don't crucify me, guys.
Yeah.
The original trilogy, he really listened to people and had other writers and people come in and add stuff. And then the prequel trilogy was entirely him. And while the story is great, it did not translate perfectly.
Right.
To a certain extent. I'll just add that I've seen the documentary for the prequels, and they all saw the screening. He did have a lot of control. He had a lot of control of the entire series, but the prequel, since he financed it all himself, he had a specific vision. They saw the first cut of the first movie, and everyone, including him, hated it.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Hated it. And he's like,
Shows how much I
I probably went too far. And then you see him talk about, like, there's not enough time to redo it, everything, but I can fix things here and there to make this more palatable all the way through. So they knew it wasn't the best thing ever, but he went through and fixed it.
And
he did
again,
it
no shade
during
on
the
George
test
Lucas.
screening, and you would have never known if he just
You
put it
are
out.
a legend, man.
Yeah.
For
In
some
fact,
reason,
apparently
you're
he didn't
watching
even
our
sit before
stuff,
that,
George
so.
Lucas. You're an inspiration.
Yeah,
Facts.
you are my main inspiration for making my
You
movies
are
in the first
amazing.
place.
All I say
Thank
is
you.
be able to take feedback, good or bad. But I think you should always have somebody else's idea, because sometimes you can get stuck in tunnel vision and not see someone else's point of view.
Yeah.
Dominic,
I'm Dominic.
what do you have for this gaming scenario?
Well,
Now that
before
we're
I talk
almost
about-
to 2 hours.
Yeah, before I talk about the games, I'll be quick.
Uh-huh.
I think it's really what both of you said, important to take feedback. Not saying everything, if you're a creative influence, like he's making his theater and someone's like, I think this is a terrible idea. You got to do proscenium. We're like, you know what? Don't even do a theater. Let's make like a mausoleum. And like you can take the feedback, but you can also be like, I'm not going to make
Too much
some
feedback is a
random
bad
tower
thing.
that's for
Yeah.
these kids to work in. I'm going to do
You
this.
learn
But
that as
thank you for your
expecting
advice.
parents. Because there's
Yeah,
people who
for-
come up who are like never had kids before in their life, and they're like, make sure you tell the kid no. And it's like, no shit. Thank you.
Yeah. Fine, Jimmy. I guess you can run with the scissors. But the reason I say that is because for my movies, I've always envisioned it as a collaborative process. I know I'm going to have final say because it's mine. At least I hope I have final say. We'll see what the studios do to me.
Yeah.
But I think even when you have total control, like a George Lucas, or like me, hopefully, like even specifically actors, when I give them these characters and I've worked on them, I'll know them better than anybody. But those actors will have their own thoughts, maybe not as how the story should go with them, but on how they'll deliver lines, how that character interacts with other people. And it's important to see it from their perspective, to see it from the test audience. Like, does it land the way I've been envisioning it in my head this whole time? I won't know it. You can't wait until opening night. Maybe you can for certain things if you want to be a secret. But, like, I don't know how they kept the secret of Darth Vader being Luke's father if they did test screenings.
Yeah.
Did they just put in a false scene, or did they just swear everyone into secrecy through some sort of blood oath?
Blood oath?
Sure. Yeah.
You know,
But I think it's important to have collaboration. Even in the case of like Jamal's former roommate did not take Jamal's advice. One, you could be nicer about it. Don't berate the person who just gave you an ounce of criticism, especially when they started off. This is amazing. Great job.
So good.
But secondly, even if you end up not going the route that person suggests, I think it's important not to say poison your vision with others and dilute it, but it's important to consider it because that is now an outside source who has viewed it from an outside perspective. Jamal didn't see the show in its entirety and what it would be. Maybe it would be different then, but he did hear and witness a certain version of it. Now, when Jamal makes or gets his designer to design it and he shops it around, it will be important, one, for practical purposes, how the thing is set up, but also maybe people don't know the way you design a theater plays into it a whole bunch. If it doesn't have right acoustics, it doesn't have the right ambiance to it. I love the Majestic Theater in San Antonio because it looks majestic. It's truly amazing. If it looked like crap and the show was fantastic, maybe I can get over it, but I'd be like, man, if only I could do this in a better venue.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe if it was terrible looking, there could have used some bit more outside perspective in that case. So I just thought it was important to talk about that.
It is, because it's specifically art is subjective, right? It's different if it was factual based, like, 2 + 2 is 5.
That's
no,
exactly.
Actually 2 + 2 is 4.
Well, if you think about it this way,
yeah.
no, it's 4.
But subjective stuff is
like
a little different.
To kids?
no rough draft makes it to the final cut.
Yeah, unless if you just knocked it out of the park first thing and you can't figure out anything better, first off, I'm a little worried. Like,
where have you been?
what have you been doing? Like,
Jesus?
you can't figure out. Don't touch the ground, please. I'm not ready. But yeah, it's good to look inward, look outward for other perspectives. Like Josh said, and you said, well said. Okay, we're almost done here. I'll just give a quick perspective on games. Board games are really fun. I really enjoy the story-based games, though lately, especially with this game sitting right over there, that gameplay, if it hits, it hits. I love doing the quests in that game. I love going through the story. But for me, it was developing my character, adding this thing, adding this. Oh, I want to try the stealth archer build next time or something like that. And I'm talking about the Elder Scrolls.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
that's a good game.
Era.
It's a really well designed game. It's made by the people who made Too Many Bones?
Yeah.
Too Many Bones. Great game. Great game.
I will say, sorry, but
Go ahead.
I feel like in games like that, the first playthrough should be something you really, 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 really want. And I think the best part of it is that the next time you play that's where the freedom of like versatility comes in. Yeah, it's like, I've already beat it, so it's like I have freedom to just play.
You're like, I don't have to pay attention to this. Well, I guess
you still do,
because that one is going in a bunch of different.
You're less
directions,
worried about
different
winning and
processes.
more about like just
having
but now you've played the game.
Yeah, I could be somebody who collects money.
Yeah. And our first playthrough was rough because
we also started.
We
too
weren't
late.
playing correctly.
Yeah,
just
but we
weren't
also
counting
started
people
too
up.
late, which is like our infamous issue.
Okay, that one too.
Yeah,
That literal first playthrough, yeah. But the first game he and I played all the way through this campaign, we didn't even realize we weren't doing the enemies correctly.
Yeah, no.
Like,
Which happens with board games, let's be honest.
A couple people. We don't get it. But yeah, I like board games, everything from chess, because I play chess every day. I have a 68-day streak in the chess.com app right now.
Nice.
Just doing puzzles, really. Everything from party games, because I like the Cards Against Humanity, or Splendor down here. I love that game.
Splendor's really good.
Yeah.
I like the Marvel one. But
or the
obviously I
thing
do.
Josh had us play was fun, and we freaking abandoned it. Okay. The freaking
Oh
Marvel
yeah,
zombies. We were
the
going
Zombicide
crazy
game.
with that game.
Yeah, that was crazy. We were doing some
Fantastic,
cool
and
stuff.
man. And he made it into a campaign as well.
We're gonna do
And
it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
No, we're not. Don't lie. No, we're not.
Come
we
up
did enjoy
here and we'll do it. I'll just have a baby
Because we're
that
gonna
I'm
wanna play
wearing.
Magic more.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's true.
We're gonna want
We
to play
are.
Magic.
Yeah.
Maybe that
So-
game you were talking about. If we can get some people together.
Ooh. Hell
And
yeah.
then, of course, if you count it for tabletop games, card games like Magic the Gathering and Yu-Gi-Oh! To me, and it's a bit nostalgia and also stubbornness, Yu-Gi-Oh! Will always be at the top for me. When
You're
new
great
cards
at
come out, I
Yu-Gi-Oh,
still
though.
check them. And I don't have anyone to play with. I just played on there. Jamal and I still have every single Speed Duel deck on the table right now. We have not cleaned it up. In fact, we said we were going to.
I'm
We
kind of
just-
scared too.
Yeah, I don't want to do it. It's like the end of an era.
Yeah.
But I love Yu-Gi-Oh! If they had a 4-player format, they do, but it's not official. If they had a dedicated Commander 4-player format like they used to back in like 2002 with the, what was it called, Duel Master format, then I'm back in. Okay, we still only have 2 people to play with, but I'm back in. Magic the Gathering has been fun. There's a lot of memories tied to that, all the way back to college, which to me only feels like a few years ago, which makes me really sad to think about, actually.
Yeah.
But nostalgia always gets me. And that's what I think a lot of these card games are when I think back to ones I played for a long time, especially Yu-Gi-Oh! Excuse me. But to me, the best medium for games will always be video games. And it's similar to Jamal because I was outside. I was playing sports all the time. I was on every soccer team. I was in football in high school. I was on the basketball teams. So I was outside and we didn't really have online games until I didn't get to really join until 2010. Before that, the most I did was play with Trey on the Nintendo Wii for Super Smash Bros. Brawl. And that's what I had until 2010, which is crazy, I know. But that's when I got an Xbox 360. And I did get to play video games when I was younger, very sparingly, whether it was on Game Boy or DS. I had the original Xbox. My mom got that because all I did was play outside, and she got me that for, I don't know, behaving and not getting kicked out of another place. And I played that, and I got Crash Bandicoot games, and I had a PlayStation 1 before that where I played Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2, NBA Live, like this stuff. I have really fond memories to those back when they were just a bunch of polygons moving around screens.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
And as time has gone on, it has been a really big social thing. The reason I was able to stay in connection with the same people I play with today, Trey, my best friend, TJ, other best friend.
Trey's awesome.
Yeah, Trey.
Just so everyone
Trey's
knows,
awesome.
like Trey's amazing.
Yeah, he's great. And yeah,
I haven't met TJ. I can't like speak to him. I'm Trey's cool, but I've met.
Yeah,
I've met Trey.
yeah, with Todd,
Oh my god.
my other best friend. I play with him every week online. And the reason I've been able to keep in touch with these people, and I'm terrible at keeping in touch. Terrible at keeping in touch with people. It's one of my biggest failings and one of the things I'm most honestly ashamed of because I've had great friends. Ben, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry. I'm so bad at keeping in touch with people. Every time,
Yeah,
it's
we'll
only
do
been a
stuff
few
with
weeks
Ben
I've talked
again.
to
We'll
Ben.
find the things.
Months.
We'll find the things. You're amazing, Ben.
Yeah, Todd, I play with all the time. And because when I moved to Canada, I had nobody because a whole new country. My mom got me a PlayStation 3. Later that year, 2 years later, I got the upgrades to the consoles.
Xbox 360 was peak. Can we just
Yeah,
be
I
honest
got
here?
to
Gears
stay
of
online
War.
on Xbox 360.
Like-
An amazing online system.
I'm a Nintendo and PlayStation fan, but Xbox 360. Oh my
It had
god!
amazing games, and I got to play Gears of War trilogy with these people.
Do you remember when we played through Gears of War during COVID? And we got
and I kept getting disconnected from the game.
during the boat part in Gears of War 2. It was the worst time to get disconnected.
Yes, it was. Oh my gosh. But anyway, oh my gosh, that was terrible. But video games for me has always been a way to connect with friends that, because my mom was in the military, I don't get to see in person. And despite that, I've still have feelings, as I just said. Like, I kept in touch with Jamal while he was doing his stuff, though he went in and out because he became super busy at times. And that's how he keeps in touch with his brother that he plays with all the time. Well, he used to play with all the time. He's busy these days too.
So busy now.
But he gets to go on there every once in a while, talk to him, and his main medium is talking, even if he's not even playing the game, on the PlayStation Party. What do you call it? PlayStation Chats? I don't even know.
Party chat, yeah.
And you could argue, well, why don't you just call these people on the phone? I do that too, but
Yeah.
but there's always an option there when you have a game that you're in a casual space. You're not calling them to ask for anything. I'm over here. We can play a game anytime. We can just talk for any time. And I've done that as well. While they play games, I can just engage.
I know this isn't politically correct to say,
Okay.
but I think men really need to be working towards a goal together while they're building their friendships. And let's be honest, like, you're always building your friendship, no matter how long you've been friends. And we're used to doing things together, not just talking. And sometimes it's hard for us to open up and just talk. Like, even with a podcast, we are doing something together. We are building something. And I think for guys especially, we need to be working towards a goal together, and the friendship building happens along the way.
Mm-hmm.
What I will say, and to go along your lines, I agree with you. There are many times where I've been in a party. I think we've had a few, but there are many times where I've been in a party to like 3 o'clock, and we've been up to like 7 o'clock, just talking about nothing while playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After we get off this podcast, I feel like since we've all three been doing it, we've talked about a lot. Like, we've talked about relationships, we've talked about problems,
Yeah.
we talked about mental stuff. We've talked about a lot since, like, just doing this podcast in general. Which
Guys kind of
really
need to warm
appreciate.
up to
what
emotional
it
connection. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like, even when you're close to a guy, like, male friendships, we kind of need to warm up by doing an activity of working together towards a goal. And it's kind of evolutionary if you think about it. Like,
Yeah.
it's that latent need to get something done together. And I mean, think about it. Like, our conversations usually after doing a podcast together are usually more insightful. I'm sorry, audience. Because we built
That's when we
towards
say all the racist and
all the uncut version. Comment if you want the uncut version of our. When we create a Patreon, you can have our uncut
first
takes. But yeah, I think, men, both socially and evolutionary. I'm using weird words here. I apologize. But like, we kind of need to work towards a goal together. I mean, think about how we became friends. Like, we were working towards things together in classes. We were working towards things together in shows.
Yeah.
And that's really where we connected. And it is something that is really telling that maybe video games in general, had become a necessity. And I know some people will kind of bridle at that, for men to stay in contact with our friends. Because one thing that terrified me as a younger man was that I saw that once my father was married and had us, he didn't really talk with his friends until we were grown up. And that made me so sad for my father. Now, again, I don't know the whole story. Maybe he was talking with them the entire time and I just didn't know. But it could happen, you know what I mean? But like, I remember when he started to reconnect with them, And it just made me realize, like, I don't want that. I think friendships are so important for men. Brotherhood is so important for men. That if video games or board games or card games or role-playing games are the medium, they should be used.
Yeah.
And that's how I see all of them at the end of the day. Even if it's just like, you know, me and Dom playing through a Resident Evil game separately and then talking about it. Or me and Jamal playing through a Legend of Zelda game and then going like, oh, did you get to this part?
Don't know when that happened.
And then, like, you know,
There's a flute.
to me, it's just being able to have the ability to connect with my friends.
Yeah, and that's goes to the video games especially. And of course, when you play like Warhammer, we stay up all night and we're having fun. Now we get upset, of course, because
all the
things go
time,
crazy.
but it's because we care.
Yeah, but in video games, for me, there always seems to be, especially I get off of work, which is sometimes a problem. Like, I should be doing something else, but let me relax. But it's like there's an expectation of, okay, this is a relaxing safe space. But it's like a relaxing spot where I can just hang out with my friends. Now, if like TJ and Trey lived in this city, I'd be going over to their place and we'd be doing something. I don't know how we'd be playing a game, but
There
that's
needs
what
to
I
be
would
more couch
prefer
co-op
to do,
games, is what you're saying.
hang out in person. But I've rarely had the opportunity to hang out in person with the people I've known since childhood.
Yeah.
I've gotten more of a chance to do that with you guys over the years, of course. But yeah, for
But it's
me,
awesome
always
that you've
been a
had
way
the chance to
connect in the first
maintain
place.
those friendships.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, "Hey, want to play a game? Yeah, all right, go in your room and we'll play through this."
There's flaws, but I mean,
Yeah. It's kind of like the playing Halo over online versus split screen on the
Yeah.
I always preferred split screen because
When they stopped doing split screen, I
It's
kind of
so
got
sad.
sad. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie.
again, oh my goodness, couch co-op is a dying art, and it needs to come back.
Yeah, that's why I'm so happy Couch Co-op worked for Baldur's Gate 3. I
It's
don't think it
beautiful.
would have enjoyed it
Yes.
as much. Maybe a bit because he could just open the door. But
Yeah.
Audience, audience,
because we're sitting right here talking about stuff that happens. Like, you chose that. And
Yeah.
then,
You can't
audience.
do-
If you have not learned anything, take from us that Baldur's Gate 3 is the ultimate game. That's what we're saying.
Oh, bro, he's killing people. We gotta reload.
And Jamal is a menace. That's the other
Oh yeah.
to the take.
Yeah, good stuff.
For
Almost
lack
got the board game
of
version.
running too long,
Yeah.
are we ready for closing statements?
Let's
Yeah,
close
go
it
ahead.
out.
Let's close it out quickly.
Because we're at 2 hours now.
Yes, we
I
are.
I hope
I'm
you
glad
guys
you noticed.
enjoyed this.
Mhm.
We love sharing our thoughts with you guys, and we appreciate you listening. Know that you are a part of this friend group in your own way, and we love having you guys here.
Mm-hmm.
Share your triumphs, share your failures, share your favorite things, and hey, fight like hell with us if you disagree with us. We are nerds. We understand disagreements. We love them. Please,
We're gonna hit you
disagree
with Jamal's
us.
roommate and be like, "You don't know anything about podcasts. What do you know?"
And please leave comments so that we can take it and use it in the next episode. I would love to have some more questions. Really challenge us. Hit us with the hard ones. Don't be afraid. We will tackle it. We'll probably fail, but we will tackle it.
Mm-hmm.
And
For
that's
sure.
my closing statement. Thank you
I
guys.
like that. I like
Pray
that.
for this baby shower. Pray for my wife that she has an amazing time, because this is her and my daughter's time.
I was gonna ask why it's so far out, but
It's coming soon, actually, huh?
Well, it's this
2.5
weekend.
months?
No,
Not
the baby.
The baby is in June.
Well, yeah, I think it's normal. I don't know. I'm not a woman. If you couldn't tell.
Now it's getting political.
Yeah, it always does. I'm so sorry. We always are political and Christian.
But yeah, I hope you have a wonderful time and you don't drink yourself under the table with your dad and brothers.
Or do. I really
Or-
hope you have a good time.
You know, me and
It's
Jamal,
really
we may
little.
drink ourselves under the table tonight.
Oh.
Diablo
Test me.
drinking.
Are we
Yeah.
still-
Listen.
Anyway, I really love that. All I have to say is please, please, please comment, like, share, subscribe.
Absolutely.
Go out there and make a difference. List some comments in the section that state what you want to talk about, right? Dominic is going to tell y'all later, but please tell us what you want to talk about. What do you have in your mind? Like he said, Joshua, we're going to answer it to the best of our abilities. We're not rocket scientists. We don't know all the answers.
I didn't go down
But
that
I promise you, we're going to tell you our opinion, whether you like it or not. So please give us your best questions, your best comments, your best concerns so we can hear it. But yes, always go out there, drink your apple juice. Go drink you some tea.
Yes.
Go drink you some water. If you feel special, go out there and
Old
drink some
fashions.
bones some milk to grow your bones. Ain't that what they say?
Go drink some bones.
Go drink some bones. Or you can do what me and Josh were doing and drink just to have some fun. I don't know.
Liquor.
Sparingly.
If they tell you to drink responsibly, remember. Nobody's
remembering.
watching.
But no, seriously though, go out there and change your life, right? Because we don't want to see you tomorrow on the news saying someone was lost. We care about each and every one of you. So please go make a difference. Go say hello to your neighbor because they didn't know you. They don't know you.
Hopefully they're not an axe murderer.
Hopefully not. But I want you to go make a difference because we are strive to be better in our worlds. We want to be better. We
That's
don't
true.
want to be complacent. We want to go out there and make a change. So make a change in your life. Make a change for us. Go watch, like, share, subscribe to this thing because without you, there's no us. Well, that's a lie.
We still be here. But
Without you, we won't get the love from you. So we want you to comment. So
This is a
please,
connection.
please. Go.
Yeah.
And I don't want to cut off Dom too much here, but like you never know when you're gonna lose someone. So love everyone as much and as hard as you can.
Absolutely.
Well said. All I'll say is complacency is the enemy of progress. Go out there, get some stuff done. Encourage us to get stuff done. Yell at us, berate us, tell us to go out there and
All caps.
make our dreams come true. I will see the comments once I remember to switch accounts and look at them like I did today. Like he said, like, comment, subscribe, maybe even share with a friend, with an enemy, whatever you prefer. Please let us know how your week has been. Please let us know what you have planned for the next week. Please watch our shorts. Request some shorts. I can make some too, you know. Let us know what you want on this podcast, whether it be a fanciful set to just a simple topic. Whatever it is, let us know. Thank you so much for joining us. We're on this journey together, and we'll see you next time when we explore again on Soul Oasis. Take care.